Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm JC and this is JC's Intuitive Tarot. How's it going? What's up? I just decided to do a little love message. This is going to be a channel collective message, so it may hit for you, it may not. Okay, so let's clear the energy. I hope this reading finds you doing all. I cannot speak. Let's try that again. I hope this video finds you all doing well, feeling safe, feeling blessed. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so I do have $35 love readings. They're 15-minute readings. So if you're interested, DM me. Okay. And if you would like to book a private reading, I have a lot of different other love readings. Let me just get this and get the energy going here. Ooh. I'm just gonna let that roll. I feel like actually that's part of the message. We're just gonna let that roll. We're just letting it roll. And this could lead to you feeling maybe confused. Maybe you're allowing something to roll away. It's all unrequited love and release your ex. Okay. Okay. So let's get into it. We are all over the place. Maybe some of you have dealt with unrequited love and it's going to be hard for you to trust. But you're like, you know what? Let's just let it roll. There's something about the letting something roll. Let's see, show me what message for the collective. The cards are like even pretty slippery. So I don't know if you're, I don't know. I'm just getting a lot of different things here. Maybe a lot of people want to get their hands on you. They see you as like maybe even marriage material, engagement. You could be engaged. Let's find out though. Yeah, like I feel like I keep trying to grab onto these cards that they're slipping out of my hands. I feel, yeah, whoever's going to resonate with this, you do have a lot of people that are interested in you romantically. Maybe they see you as somebody who they would like to move something, you know, they could see themselves being in a long-term relationship. You know, you probably have a lot of people that flirt with you. Yeah, and wedding. Okay. All right, so I feel like you got a lot of people in your energy. So before we get more into that, I do want to pull a signifier card for you, viewer. Okay. Now remember, yeah, you look at you guys. You are focused on your work right now, okay? You could be focused on your work. Feminine, masculine energy, it doesn't matter, male or female, we both embody both energies. So please take the roles as they resonate. If there's a masculine come out and you're like, I feel like I'm more of the masculine energy if I'm describing something, you know, just flip it, take it how it resonates for you and vice versa. Yeah, I feel like this is going to resonate for someone. You have a lot of options, but you're like meh, like not really interested in any of them. I feel like you're very future focused. Okay. You do have a lot of people in your energy. I feel like you have been very discerning about who you allow in your energy. I feel like there's some past people that might want to come back, or just kind of keeping tabs on you, and there's people that are interested in you in general. So that's the vibe I'm getting, yeah, in your community. You're working on something though. Yeah, and whoever's going to resonate with this message, you're not into the people that, so that player energy, people that are non-committal. You're very much closed off. You got the Queen of Swords here. You're not looking for that. There's that level of discernment, male or female. So if that sounds like, yeah, you're keeping to yourself and you're trusting your intuition about who you allow into your life. Okay. Some of you could even just have like a very tight knit community of friends even. Okay. All right. And you have a good BS meter. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. You get a lot of attention though. I have to say, you do get a lot of attention. Like I said, a lot of people, I feel like they want to move, they see things, it's like you're the person that people are probably like, I could see myself marrying that person. But it doesn't mean they're all right for you, right? They want to shoot their shot. They want to take a leap of faith. They see this new beginning with you. You could also be celebrating some kind of milestone if you have been very focused on work. All right, so let's see what's coming in love, if you resonate with that. Yeah, this could be the one, exactly. That's the way I feel. I feel like you have a lot of people's attention. I'm kind of a hard person to lock down though. And not in like oh, I don't want commitment, I'm just gonna play the field kind of way. But I just feel like you, what is that? Running a tight ship. I don't know. I just feel like you kind of keep a very close circle of people. So we have past life relationship. Tell me more for the collective. Whoa. What? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. I'm going to find out if this is someone you know already, or this is someone new coming in. Trust in reverse. And then we have free yourself sticking out of the deck. All right. So there's that discernment. We have separation and then we have attraction. I feel like I'm gonna call you out a little bit. That queen, you're in that Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. This is something you're gonna have to be vulnerable for. It's going to, because I feel like you are, I'm gonna clarify this really quick, just so we can get very specific with this message. Show me past life relationship. Yeah, you could even be like, I feel like for some of you, this is going to be someone new. And with trust in reverse, you have trust issues. You might even have some kind of abandonment wounds, and that's why you kind of stay happily in your safe space. Maybe you are just focusing a lot on work. Okay. You're like, I'm too busy for a relationship, which is complete BS. It's just how you separate yourself from maybe even getting too close to anyone. But there could be, so is this this is a new person. Okay. That's all going to transform. This might even be like your next transformation. That's all ending, because this Ace of Wands is going to be intense. Okay. Past life connection. You are going to, I feel like you're going to meet someone, maybe even sporadically, maybe when you're doing your thing, feeling yourself, and this person is going to spark something. You could even have an intense, deep conversation immediately, and that might actually be like, yeah, I think I'm good. That's maybe, there's a feeling of, I hope I didn't say too much, because you haven't opened up to anybody like this before. I just heard, come on, baby, light my fire. Maybe, and that's the doors saying that, right? Yep. Yeah. The door. So it's like this door is opening, right? Just kind of like your little pen, just open it on up. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be something that I feel like it might even start off pretty intense, but it's going to require you to be vulnerable. It's going to require you to come out of your little pen. Look at this. There's a High Priestess again. It's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. because this could be your 10 of Cups. Wow. If that couldn't be any more blatant. And then you have here the Empress and the Chariot. Wow. And there you are, the Queen of Swords. So we're ending this, or the King of Swords. This could actually come pretty quickly after you see this video. It could even be, because I'm shooting this in February of 2026, it could even be between the Empress's Taurus energy, or Venusian energy, she could be Libra too, between May and Cancer season, which is in June. Wow. Okay. That's pretty direct. All right. All right. And this is something that's actually, yeah. So you could be a main female. You could have left something behind. Distant future. I feel like this isn't too soon. I do feel like this could happen though, like I said, in the next 6 months. What is separation? We have wealthy man with the death card. Ah, some of you could have just ended something because this wanted to go in reverse with the death card. So this is a new person. This is not somebody from your past. Okay. You have great fortune at the bottom. Maybe that's why I still keep thinking that you have been working on yourself. You've been very much keeping to yourself, but this is something. It's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone and open up to this person. And there's something with your intuition. This is a past life relationship and not a karmic one. Okay. And karmic, well, I'll say it's not a toxic karmic one. I feel like you ended that. And you're going to meet this person. Some of you are moving to a new location to start something new. The Empress is about birthing something new. Some of you could literally be moving because the Chariot's all about long distance travel, movement. Maybe you're on a trip. Okay, with the Empress too, she's all about, abundance and flow and whether you're male or female. So this is not an ex. This is a brand new person. Okay. We have thoughts after that. Yeah. This could even be at a time where, and this great fortune is like the abundance card, where you're very much on your path, an abundant path. Maybe you have, and that's what they keep saying, cage, and I think they mean this, that unicorn is in there, right? In this little pen, and they're staying in there to protect themselves. But at the same time, there's something that is going to stir something within you. With great fortune, you could be in a very abundant time in your life, having this fresh start. And this person is going to trigger you a little bit. We have thoughts, and then we have bad health, okay? And I feel like it's going to make you think about what you have ended with a person that you're no longer investing, whether it doesn't even have to be a wealthy male, it's just a male or female or a person that you invested in and you decided to end it. And this is your new beginning, okay? Because that person left you feeling drained, exhausted, like putting in work towards nothing. You could even be a little bit, I don't want to say jaded, but this past person, you definitely gave a lot of time, and some of you, because I just heard all for nothing, it really wasn't all for nothing, because it put you into a transformation, and it accelerated you into this new phase in your life. So this is the fresh start. This is actually a gift for what you've been through and for the time that you have spent on yourself. Okay, and then we have imprisonment, but it is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone The numbers 38, 13, 17, 29, 16, 31, and 26 might be relevant. The time periods, I guess, yeah, this is going to shock you. And this is going to be at a time where you literally are focused on yourself. Maybe you're focused on your money, your health, you know, you're feeling really good about yourself. You feel like you finally got a good flow. And then, and then this comes in and wreaks havoc in the best way though. And not the way that you're like, yeah, I don't know, I've fallen for this before. You've got your like, you're feeling like this unicorn again, and maybe you didn't feel like that in your past connection. And you're like, no, I think, you know, I've made it so far, right? You don't like trust it at first. Yeah, but that has ended, okay? And it did take a lot out of you. And after that, you went through a long period of maybe isolation, doing a lot of work, being very discerning about who you were letting in your energy. Maybe you just had to be very... I hate when this happens. They're like, yes, what you're thinking. Help me say it. Help me say it. Anyway, like this Queen of Swords, she doesn't take anything, right? She's been through a lot of things. She could even be very cold in demeanor or a little intimidating, right? Hermit, you've been alone for a while. But when this comes in, they don't want you to be in this Eight of Swords energy, okay? Because this is actually the person that you are meant to grow with. The person that is so different than what you have already been through. This is the person that it does. I still cannot talk. So maybe you're a little bit baffled when this person comes in and you have really good conversation, and then because it's like a deep conversation, it's almost like you're nervous after talking to them. Because I feel like when you meet this person, you're going to feel like you've known them before. And on top of feeling like you've known them, you're going to be able to talk to them. Like I said, I feel like you might even get into some deep conversation the first couple times. Either you go out with them or you hang out with them. And then it's kind of like, I can't believe I just told this person all of that. And now I feel weird when you see them next, but don't, okay? You might even be a little bit close off to this when it comes in, but they're saying don't be. Like, don't keep yourself from this connection. Because this is, honestly, this is like a gift. And this is going to be, there's something about, you know, being more, this is going to be very grounded. You have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles out here. This is probably what you thought you were getting that ended, okay? Yeah, some of you, if you want marriage synchronicity, like this person's going to match you. But it's hard to be vulnerable, you know, when you have like trust is in reverse. Yeah, the soul connection. Wow. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. Look at what's out of that challenge. What did I just freaking say? What did I just freaking say? Okay. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Trust and soul. Oh, when I was talking about trust, just stop it. Reestablish trust in the process. That's basically what this reading is about. So that's what you have to come. I don't want this to be too long. I think this is a very direct message that the reason why you feel so comfortable with this new person that's coming in, and The thing is, I feel like it's going to come in at different times. I do feel like for some of you, it could come in between the next 3 to 6 months, okay? For others of you, it could be 3 weeks. There is no time period on this. One, it's a collective reading. You should be careful about timing. And two, it's the path that you're on, okay? Maybe some of you are here and you're just like, you saw something that drew you in from the topic, but you have to end something first. For others of you, for most of you, I feel like if you're still here and you resonate, you've already been through the battle of some bad relationships and closed it out, and you've rebuilt your own life. And you're feeling yourself again, and you don't want somebody to come in and like wreck that, right? Because it took you a long time to get here. And now, because you have done a lot of work on yourself, you've done a lot of healing work, you, like the Hermit and the High Priestess, you know who you are. And you know your worth, and you know what you're going to put up with. But this is going to be something that it feels so familiar, and you're just like, it might even kind of mimic the connection that ended, right? That you invested in so much, and you want to protect your heart, like that Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy, protecting your heart, being very discerning, being very logical about making decisions. But this is something that is going to go beyond logic. Okay, it's going to hit your soul, and it's going to be triggering because you might not even trust it at first, but you have to trust yourself, because you are going to have a feeling about this person, and this person is meant to come into your life as a gift. I was like, where's the gift card? I'm holding it. Number 17, the card of miracles. Number 17 in the tarot is the card of the star energy. You are going to have an intuitive knowing about this person. Like I keep hearing going beyond time. And it does. You have had, this is like the good connection, but it's going to require you to trust, and when you've gotten yourself in such a good place, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. With this separation card, let me just finish that. When you got yourself onto like such a good place, and you're feeling abundant, and you're in your flow, and you're moving forward with your goals and stuff, and this kind of comes out of nowhere, they don't want you to ignore this. Okay, with separation, the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Don't separate yourself from this person, but I also think that this past life relationship and the soulmate connection is supposed to come in now. This is when you're supposed to come back together. Maybe you've been separated by a couple lifetimes because you had karmic patterns to work through, right? Transformations on your own soul journey. With this Hermit card, it's a very deep soul journey, especially with that High Priestess. And they keep showing me the star card in tarot in my head, even though it didn't come out. But this is, right now, it's aligned. It's aligned to come in. Like I said, time periods, don't get too hooked on those. Because, there could be clearing and, events that need to happen in a certain order. But just know that this person is going to trigger you. And it might even be intense. It might even scare you. But with honor here, they're here to, honor you. This person's going to really be into you. You're going to feel seen. There's going to be an unexplained intensity and connection. And as much as you kind of want a Queen of Swords, King of Swords, this person, and try to make logic to protect yourself, because that's what you've had to do, you're going to have to put your sword down, okay? Don't keep yourself stuck or overthink or overanalyze this, because that could also create separation with this person. Trust your intuition, okay? This is a gift. And I think I am just going to leave it there. If you guys want to dive deeper into your personal situation, all that stuff is in the description box below. You can book a reading with me. Follow me on TikTok. Thank you guys. I'm so very grateful for you and all of your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.